Hello everyone, my name is Vera Chikezie-Oke and I'm the sexologist for wholesome sexuality. Have you liked? Have you subscribed? Liked, commented, or shared? Like I keep saying here, we don't hoard our content here. Share it as you partner with us in sharing the gospel of wholesome sex. Now let's talk about sex. So today we're going to be talking about why women do not initiate sex. Or I would say 7 reasons women don't initiate sex. And number 1 would be social conditioning. Now, a typical young girl is taught not to have sex. Is told not to have sex. Is conditioned not to have sex. And then she gets married and all of a sudden everybody assumes she should be having sex. I mean, from the wedding dance, as she's dancing with her spouse, people have started giving her side eyes. Tonight is the night. You're going to do this, you're going to do that. And she's wondering, how am I supposed to move from don't have sex to having plenty sex? That's one of social conditioning. Another would be that women are trained not to enjoy sex. We're supposed to be the submissive woman. We're supposed to be the one that will submit to our husbands. So our husbands are supposed to do, and then we just stay there and receive. I mean, there's a movie I saw sometime where they said the woman should say, "Thank you, sir." When he's done, she should stand up and say, "Thank you, sir." So now she has been conditioned not to have sex, not to enjoy sex. How does she now wake up all of a sudden because she's married, start having sex, start enjoying sex, start initiating sex? In her mind, sex is not good, but as she comes into marriage, sex is for reproduction. So I mean, if he wants to have children, he should have sex with me and have children. So there's no clear cut, now you are married, you do this, and you should enjoy sex. But that's why wholesome sexuality is here. While you are here, we'll teach you what to do, how to do, when to do it, and I mean, of course, how to enjoy it with your spouse. So one reason why women do not initiate sex is the conditioning of the mind, social conditioning, what the society is saying, what their environment is saying. She shouldn't enjoy sex. How does she now wake up all of a sudden and start enjoying sex? For someone that is not supposed to enjoy sex, how is she supposed to initiate it in the first place? So the second reason why women don't initiate sex would be fear of rejection. Now, we've done social conditioning, and when we've been able to retrain her mind, teach her what to do, how to do what to do, and she summons all the courage, puts every fiber of her being together, and marches into her matrimonial bed, and tries to initiate sex with her husband, and he looks at her like, "What did you just do? What was that?" Remember, women are very emotional beings. I won't even just put women are emotional beings. So when they are rejected, it's difficult for them to try again. Men are logical. Rejected, they will come again. Reject, they will come again. Until they get what they want, they're not stopping. But women are emotional. They will succumb to the emotion of rejection. So because they do not want to be rejected, because they don't want to go into their shell after rejection, at least if I don't try, I will not be rejected, right? As women, right, we know that women have a degree in going deep into emotional rejection. Women would naturally build a house in their minds and just enter into it because of rejection. I mean, if I do not try, I wouldn't get rejected. So is it not better that I don't try in the first place? So you see, fear of rejection is one of the major reasons why women do not initiate sex. The third reason would be fear of being seen as loose, or fear of coming across as loose. Now, we've had situations whereby a man says, my wife was so calm, my wife was so quiet. All of a sudden, as I married her, the kind of thing she's showing me, you know, and they're like, what's she showing you? Ma, I can't even talk to you about it. She's this, she's that in bed, you know. And you're like, as much as men actually want their wives to be sexually confident, they still fear their wives being sexually confident. And they know that women are emotional. So the best way they can keep her from being sexually confident is by what? Speaking down at her. Or making her feel loose. I mean, what is loose about being open with your husband? What is loose about being vocal or expressive of your sexual needs with your spouse? So another reason why women do not like to initiate sex is because they don't want to come across as being loose to their spouse. The fourth reason would be emotional connections. Emotional connections being that she's not connected, right? She's not connected to you, with you at that point. So she's like, why would I want to do this now? But if you have consistently or intentionally made deposits into her emotional tank, she would be willing to want to please you and pull you closer sexually. The fourth reason would be because we are different. Women desire sex differently from men. Men see sex as intimacy, but women translate sex as a reward for intimacy. Can you see that we're already different? So we cannot give or receive sex the same way. The man is programmed to see and be happy, but the woman needs to connect. The woman needs to, her body, her emotions, physically and otherwise, to connect, to be able to have sex with her husband, right? So you see, we are different. And we can't expect that because we are different, we would like and do things the same way. No, we are different. The fifth reason, I think I've given how many now? 4? Yeah. The fifth reason would be biology. Our biology. The man has the testosterone. I mean, he produces the testosterone, the hormone responsible for masculinity, sex drive, libido, and otherwise. So naturally, the man is sexually active, or rather, I would say the man is more of a sexual being than the woman is, right? So now, with these points, do you think it would be right to castigate a woman because she does not initiate sex? I'm thinking, but I also know that the fact she does not initiate sex does not mean she doesn't want to. But these are reasons I've just given you why the woman would not want to initiate sex. And to wrap it up, I will give you the last reason. She's just not in the mood. She's not just in the mood. The woman has a lot of factors that make her high or hypey or ready to have sex. So her finances has to be working in order. Her hormones has to be working in order. Her profession has to be working in order. Her environment has to be working together. Her family has to be working together. All encompassing has to be working together for her to be in her maximum function. Then and only then we should be excited. And you'll be shocked at how she will wake up and want to initiate sex with you. But remember, when she does that, do not reject her. When she tries to initiate sex with you, don't laugh at her. Don't make a mockery of her. Enjoy it and enjoy her. Because you see, it's a mutual thing. It's a mutual thing. So you are your best. Say if your wife not initiates, you will not initiate. Okay, you will stay there. But if you teach her once, because the way I would initiate sex with my spouse is not the same way you would initiate with your spouse. I like you to do that where you want to have sex with me. And then you take it up from there and you keep growing and growing until you get better. See you in the next video.